Hi everybody! I am so excited to finally open my new channel. And before I get started, I just want to thank all the future subscribers, likes, and comments that I will hopefully get after making this video. As you all know, Halloween is on its way, which is why the topic I will be covering today is the top 3 best Halloween classical pieces in the history of music. Along with that, I will be covering their origins, backstories, and hidden meanings, as well as how these composers came to write these pieces. So, without further ado, let's get started with the video. Number 3. In the Hall of the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg. Peer Gynt was originally a Danish dramatic poem written by Norwegian author Henrik Ibsen in 1867 and later converted into a 5-act play which premiered in 1876. The story derives of the uncanny life of a boastful poet named Peer Gynt. After kidnapping a bride and escaping to the mountains, he finds himself in a giant hall. It all seemed to be a dream until a woman in green appeared before him, who claimed she was the daughter of the Troll Mountain King. As they ride through the hall, Peer Gynt meets the king, who gives him the opportunity to become a troll if he marries his daughter. Peer declines, but the woman in green claimed she was with child. Peer denied this, saying he never touched her, but the clever troll king told him that Peer was the one who had brought the child into existence in his own mind. Leading to the moral of the play, the troll king asks him, "What is the difference between troll and man?" This segment from Act 2 can be depicted from the final movement of the first Peer Gynt suite written by Edvard Grieg titled In the Hall of the Mountain King. When the author of the poem asked Grieg to compose the music for the play, the composer wholeheartedly agreed, not knowing how difficult it would be to write the music in time for the premiere. What started out as incidental compositions, the Peer Gynt suites became one of the best-known works by the Norwegian composer. Number 2. Der Erlkönig by Franz Schubert. Based on the poem by German writer Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, the story tells of how a demonic fairy king tries to manipulate a young boy riding through the forest on horseback with his father. The elf king promises the boy that they shall play games, enjoy the colors of beach flowers, and have his princess daughters dance and sing for the child, but only if the boy agreed to go with him. In great terror, the boy kept calling out to his father, revealing what the Elf King had promised him. His father, however, unbeknown to the Fairy King's presence, paid no heed to his son's grievances, and passed each claim as a streak of fog or the wind howling through the leaves. As they kept riding through the forest, the Elf King grew impatient with the boy's refusal and proceeded to take him by force. The boy shouted in agony, telling his father that he was in harm at the hand of the Elf King. The father pushed on until they finally reached the barn. When the horse came to a halt, the father turned to his son, but only to find the lifeless body of his boy. Austrian composer Franz Schubert took this text and transformed it into a tone poem. Written for solo voice and piano, Schubert arranged different vocal ranges to depict different characters. In this piece, there are 5 characters. The singer portrays 4 of them: the narrator, the father, the son, and the Elf King. The 5th character is portrayed by the piano, mimicking the horse running through the woods. Number 1. Danse Macabre by Camille Saint-Saëns. Also known as the Dance of Death, this piece derives from the age-old French legend which consisted of the personification of death calling the living to dance together in the graveyard every year at midnight on All Hallows' Eve. In 1872, French composer Camille Saint-Saëns created an art song of the story for voice and piano, with the text written by French poet Henri Cazalis. 2 years later, the composer modified the piece into a tone poem and replaced the voice for solo violin, which represented death awakening the deceased from their graves to dance while he played. They danced all night until they heard the cry of the rooster at dawn, and everyone returned to the underground until they would rise again in the following year. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment. Stay healthy, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay tuned.